dear students, a hearty welcome to new session of Bio World. Did you revise the structure of neuron? How efficient our neuron is, isn't it? So dear children, today we are going to discuss the generation and transmission of impulse. In a simple way, let's see the physiology of neuron. The nervous system manages control and coordination through impulses. How are these impulses generated and transmitted through neurons? Let's find out. Impulses are transmitted through neurons in two ways: electrical impulses and chemical impulses. So transmission of impulses is of two ways: electrical impulses and chemical impulses. Electrical impulses means with the help of ions or charged particles, whereas chemical impulses is with the help of certain chemical substances called neurotransmitters. The outer surface of plasma membrane of neuron is positively charged and the inner surface is negatively charged. This is due to the difference in distribution of certain ions. When stimulated, the distribution of ions in that particular part changes and hence the inner surface becomes positively charged and the outer surface becomes negatively charged. This momentary charge difference stimulates its adjacent parts and similar changes occur there too. As this process proceeds, impulses get transmitted as electric charges. Nerve impulses are messages transmitted through the neuron. Impulses generated in the receptor cell reach the brain. The brain analyzes it and gives direction for proper response. To make this possible, the impulses found in a neuron are to be transmitted to other neurons and associated cells. How does this become possible? There comes the role of synapse. Synapse is the junction between two neurons or a neuron and a muscle or a neuron and a glandular cell. So what do you mean by synapse? Synapse is the junction between two neurons or a neuron and a muscle cell or a neuron and a glandular cell. When electric impulse from the axon reaches the synaptic node, certain chemical substances are secreted from there to the synaptic cleft. Here you can see a gap in between the synapse that is known as synaptic cleft. These chemical substances are called neurotransmitters. They stimulate the adjacent dendrite or cell and new electric impulses are generated. Acetylcholine and dopamine are examples of neurotransmitters. So what is the role of synapse? Synapse helps to regulate the speed and direction of impulses. So in this way, the impulses are transmitted with the help of electric charges as well as with the help of chemical substances like acetylcholine and dopamine, which comes under the category of neurotransmitters. So as we have discussed in our earlier session, a nerve is a bundle of neurons. So group of axon or nerve fibers combine together to form a nerve. It is wrapped around a connective tissue. Nerves are classified into three on the basis of their functions. Sensory nerve, which is formed of sensory nerve fibers, motor nerve, which is formed of motor nerve fibers, and mixed nerve, which is formed of sensory as well as motor nerve fibers. Let's see the function of each one. Sensory nerve carries impulse from various parts of the body to the brain and spinal cord. Motor nerve carries impulses from brain and spinal cord to various parts of the body. However, mixed nerve carries impulses to and from the brain and spinal cord. So based on the peculiarities and function, the nerves can be classified into three: sensory, motor and mixed nerves. On the basis of direction of impulse, neurons can be classified into two categories: sensory neuron and motor neuron. Sensory neuron carry impulses to brain and spinal cord. Motor neurons carry impulses from brain and spinal cord to various parts of the body. So far we have discussed two types of classification. Am I right? Classification of neuron and classification of nerve. So what's the difference between neuron and nerve? Neuron is a single nerve cell, whereas the nerve is a group of nerve fiber or group of axon. So bundle of axon is called nerve. A single axon with the related part is called neuron. I hope it is clear. So dear children, what we have learned today? Yes, how the impulses are generated and transmitted. Classification of nerve and neuron. So here I am winding up. Thank you.